Hello viewers, welcome to Majesty Christian Television Network. My name is Apostle Dokeno. Today we want to examine part of our culture that is very, very important. As you know, I am a bona fide daughter of Nigeria, from the Igbo, and we have culture. So from time to time, it's always important that we showcase our culture so that the younger generation can know what the culture is all about and know their root. So in this broadcast, I have seasoned Igbo chiefs who are going to throw more light on what we are about to discuss. The topic is on New Yam Festival, popularly called the Iriji Festival. So permit me to introduce you my guest tonight. So starting from my left, I have Chief Nnamdi Ugozo. His title is Ozo Dunukofia. Ozo, welcome.
Thank you very much, Apostle.
Are we permitted to shake you?
Thank you very much, Apostle. It's all right.
Welcome to Majesty TV.
Thank you very much.
And we also have Chief Bronson Ezike. As a matter of fact, this is the Onwa Agwata. Onwa, welcome, please, sir.
It's a pleasure.
It's always nice to have you.
Thank
you for your time.
Thank
and
you
we
very
do
much.
appreciate. So you are my guest tonight. And then we are asking those who are watching us live right now on Facebook or YouTube, please feel free to call us on the studio line, which is 020-3374-160. Make your comments through the WhatsApp, and our WhatsApp number is 0626046432. Tell us how we may serve you better. So, the first question, in order not to waste too much of time, our first question is, what really is Iriji New Yam Festival? What is it all about? Look into the camera and talk to those who are watching us. What we're supposed to know about this Iriji or New Yam Festival? What is it all about?
Thank you very much, Apostle Helen.
Thank you, sir.
Iriji, as we all know, is a festival that holds the entire Igbo people together. This very particular festival normally is being celebrated once in a year.
Okay.
We that are here in overseas in Europe, to say, we normally celebrate the final aspect of it, which is roasting of yam, cooking of yam in various ways, and eat it on the final day.
Okay.
But down there in Africa, Iriji, once the chief priest or the head of the community pronounce a date for Iriji,
Yes.
all the head of every family will begin to prepare for it.
Okay.
It's not an ordinary feast. It is a feast that has a very significant meaning
Really?
in the life of Igbo people.
Wow.
Once the date is pronounced, all the heads of the family will now go for what is called a ritual of Fejioku. This ritual of Fejioku has related to famine. Okay. It's something that related to famine.
Okay.
And we all here, we believe that famine is the main thing that gives Igbo people a way of surviving right from the ancient days even till the present day.
Okay.
So this ritual of Fejioku is part of the Iriji festival. So once the date is fixed, every head of the family will go home, bring out his chi, as they call it, which is your god, according to Igbo tradition.
Really?
They will bring out all the tools that are meant for farming before their chi, like hoe, like cutlass, like all the tools that is being used for farming. He will bring it out. You present it before you achieve. Then you take a kola. We all know what is kola nut.
Yes.
Kola nut is symbol of peace and the love. Because when somebody comes to your house and you offer that person a kola nut, that means you love that person. That's what it means. So you will go along with a kola nut. Then you will pray before you achieve. And thank him for the harvest for the year. And pray to him that though the harvest of the year is large, but you pray for more in the year to come. That's the first aspect. Then after that, you have to allow those tools for farming before you achieve to last a period of one night.
Wow.
They have to sleep there. Then the significance means that the gods of the land and the Almighty Jehovah have stretched their hand to hold the hoe and the cutlass and all those farming tools, kind of blessing it, so that coming year you will use them to cultivate and have more, a greater harvest. Wow. Then the second ritual is about invitation of people you want them to come to your place on that very day to join you on the great festival. So that invitation in the ancient days we don't know how to read or write. Anything about writing doesn't exist. Computer doesn't exist. Paper doesn't exist. So the way our great-grand forefathers used to send these messages is by they go to pantry, they cut the utmost part of it, they bring it down.
Yes.
They design it in such a way, in numbers. So the head of the family, after designing it, he will now begin to place it. Once he steps outside his gate, he will now begin to place it from his gate at intervals of every or half of a pole. He will place another one along the roadside till he goes to the market square or the village square. When you are passing from anywhere you are traveling, once you come across that very thing, you will know that that very community are close to the celebration of their New Yam festival.
Okay.
So then on the third day, the man and will now give the wife money to go to market to buy necessary things for cooking.
Yes.
He himself will now go according to his how rich the person is. Some people used to buy fowl. Some people used to buy goat. You understand me?
Yes.
Then he himself will now go to the market to buy fowl by himself or buy goat. It depends on how rich the person is. Then he will buy kola nut. He will buy drinks. He buy alligator pepper. All these ones are those aspects the man himself has to buy by himself. While he will give his wife money to buy cooking condiments. Wow. You understand me? Then when he came back,
detailed. After
that day, on the fourth day, he will now go to his farm and dig out a yam.
One.
No, it must not be one, but he has to dig out a yam from his farm for the ceremony, as he's supposed to be if he's a real DG.
Yes.
They call it DG. That is somebody who knew too well about yam, about farming.
Wow. Well,
cultivation of yam.
Now, I think you have blown our head with a lot of facts here. It would be nice that we ask Onwa,
yeah.
Please, you have to add a little to what he has said. So tell us what you know about this Iriji thing. Please hold on to where you stop because we are coming back to you.
Thank you very much.
Iriji.
Yes.
Iriji, he has given an in-depth on what Iriji is all about, but I'm going to add a little to it.
Okay.
In Igbo land, Iriji is normally to announce the end of the harvest. Harvest, what I mean is the harvest of yam, because yam is a very significant product in Igbo land. Every town, I think in every farming product in Igbo land, yam is the most significant something the farmer cultivate. So it is to announce the end of the harvest, and in order to announce the end of the harvest is always it goes with a lot of ceremonies, and that is where Iriji comes in. So he had given an insight on how the head of the family does about the Iriji. Now it's a very important aspect of the Igbo life.
Yes.
Everybody celebrates it, both home and abroad.
Yes.
In some towns, people come back from wherever they are.
Yes.
To celebrate it. It's also celebrated with a lot of dances, cultural activities like masquerading.
Yes.
So even the people of the women, they bring out new dances for this festival.
Really?
So to cut my matter short, Iriji is one of the most significant cultures of an Igbo people.
All right. So so you are in total agreement with what Chief Nnamdi have just said?
Yes. He knows.
Total agreement.
He knows more. He knows more than me in those aspects.
But if I may ask, in this modern time, because the way he presented this whole thing with you carry your cutlass and you present to the chi, which one is the chi? Which chi are you talking about here? So are we still doing it? Are we still doing those kind old things? So this whole ritual is being done before Iriji is being celebrated. Is that what you mean?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Apostle Helen. You see, there is in that part of the world where we come from.
Yes.
There is a freedom of worship, and you know, our people has this very way of worship before the coming of the white people. And up to date, as I'm speaking to you,
yes,
there are some people who still indulge in that very practice because they believe that that is the true way to consult to their God, the God of creation. They still believe that that's the proper way and the true way to consult their creator. So that very practice is hard for someone who inherited it from his parents to leave it. You understand me?
Yes.
Except along the line, that person wholeheartedly decided to do away with it. So in order to answer your question, as far as one is a true traditional man, all these rituals must be performed before the last day of Iriji will take place.
Now we are in the diaspora.
Thank you very much.
So do we still have those small gods?
You mean here?
Yeah. So are you going to present this into your cutlass? Which cutlass?
No.
And which
here?
Which hoe are you going to present?
Here, no. I'm talking about down there where we come from.
Yeah.
If you remember what I said,
yeah.
I said in that part of the world where we come from, there is a way of worship There is a way of life before the white men came to us.
Yeah.
But we that are here in Europe,
yes,
nobody
and in this modern time as well.
This modern time, nobody have time for all those things again.
Okay.
You understand me? That's what. But I'm trying to, through a deep insight, how it all started and how it's done in right from the olden days. Olden days, yeah.
Now you stopped at the 4th day, because the 4th day you said the head of the family will not go to the farm to go and bring one yam. Do you remember?
Yeah, dig out a yam.
All right.
Yeah.
He would dig out a yam called Digi, you said.
He will dig out a yam from his farm.
Yeah, called.
Not necessarily one.
Yeah.
He can dig out as many as. Then he will bring it out.
Yeah.
Then from there, his family people will start.
That very yam he dug out, what is it called? That particular one? You call it Digi.
Is yam. But the name Digi I used means the significance is that particular man is a Digi for having a farm where he will dug out a yam to celebrate the Iriji.
Yeah.
Some people go to the market to buy new yam to celebrate it.
Yes.
But being a Digi, you must to dig out the yam from your own personal farm.
Which you found by yourself.
That's the difference.
Wow.
That's the difference. Yeah.
And that is rare.
That is rare.
Because we don't have so many families that are farming now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. So how relevant is this culture to the Igbo man?
Well,
you can answer also, Chief.
Okay, how relevant is the Iriji or?
Yes,
or
the Iriji, yes, how relevant?
Very, 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 very relevant.
To the Igbo man.
To the Igbo man. It's just like Iriji. It's just like what kola nut signifies in Igbo land.
Okay.
To a particular Igbo man.
Yes.
Kola nut.
Yeah.
So that's how Iriji.
Yes.
But nowadays, with the coming of the Europeans and the missionaries,
yeah,
that is what looks as if the culture is dying down, but it's not dying.
So, does every Igbo man celebrate Iriji wherever they are? Because there are some people who don't celebrate it.
Yes, because now there is freedom of speech. There is freedom of whatever you want to do. Some people may decide not to celebrate it. There's nothing you can do to them.
But so we still eat the yam. Anyway.
But those who value the culture and all these things must abide to it. So you understand me?
Yes.
So those who value the culture abide to that culture.
So whether you celebrate it or not, you are still entitled to eat the new yam.
Whether you celebrate, you can eat the new yam even without celebrating it. That depends on you. But
yes,
some people, more like 80 or 90% of the Igbo people celebrate this new yam before they start to eat the new yam.
Can I throw a light in that
please,
aspect?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You see, in Igbo land, like my colleague,
yes,
Chief Onwagwata have just said,
yes,
some people have right not to participate due to today church has dominated most of our culture. You understand me? But in real life, any other titled man, must to participate in Iriji festival. If he is a Christian, he must on that very day go to the market, buy yams, buy either fowl or goat for the celebration. He must not be a farmer. You understand me? But if it is a traditional man,
yes,
all those rituals I've mentioned before, he must perform it.
He must carry the tools, present it to the chief.
Yeah, that is called Fejioko
yeah,
ritual.
Yeah.
That's why in Igbo land, even up to today, if, for example, I owe a farm, and along the line, I am having dispute with you, and you go into my farm and destroy my farm crop, it's called abomination of Fejoko. In Igbo land. That's where that word, abomination of Fejoko, comes from. They call it Alo Fejoko. So, which attracts a lot of consequences.
If it is too real.
Believe in me.
If these consequences are real.
Because an average Igbo man considers it a taboo.
Yes.
For a fellow Igbo man
to destroy
his farm crop.
Oh, okay. So, it's only when a fellow Igbo man goes into the farm to destroy it, it becomes a taboo.
Of course.
But when a herdsman, when they go in to destroy the crop, what happens?
You know, it's still a taboo. That's why our people are rejecting that very policy. You see, even though federal government is trying to promote it, but you see, our people are disagreeing with them vehemently to their own way. You understand me?
Yes, yes.
I must tell you.
Yes.
Yam signifies a lot in the life of every Igbo man.
Exactly.
Even there is a call now, a national call in the entire Igbo nation, that it has come to a time when all the Igbo community shall celebrate this New Yam festival in a particular day, so that it will mark as a remarkable day that will unite Igbo people together.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, those of you who have just tuned in, this is Majesty Christian Television Network. We are discussing the New Yam Festival, the significance of Iriji, popularly called Iriji ceremony among the Igbo culture. So we have today in our guest two chiefs, Chief Ransom Ezekiel, who is the Onwa Agwata, and also Chief Nandi Ukozo, who is the Ozo Dino Kofia. So they are here in the studio deliberating on this issue. In case you have more questions, please feel free to call the studio line on 02033741160, or make your remark on the WhatsApp, and then we will read it out for you. Now, we are planning to have the festival here.
Yeah.
But this festival we're gonna have is gonna be free from those rituals.
Of course, completely free.
Okay. So who are eligible to come?
Everybody.
Everybody is eligible to come.
Man, woman.
Man, woman.
Children.
All, everybody, all nationals here in
married,
Holland.
unmarried.
So where are we gonna have this festival?
At Egoli.
Tell us a little bit. Invite the people. Look into the camera and invite the people.
Okay. We are inviting everyone to this festival.
Okay.
This festival is going to take place on the 31st of August, 2019.
Yes.
At Egoli 9. And it's going to start by 2 p.m. till 12 p.m.
Okay.
or beyond.
Okay.
We invite everybody, come and follow us and celebrate the Igbo culture and the New Yam Festival, popularly known as Iriji. So we are inviting you, be you man, woman, you are from Suriname, Ghana, every African country, even the Dutch.
All friends of
you are all invited.
Yes.
So we invite you, come and be part of it, please, because there is going to be a lot of activities that day. Activities like masquerading, traditional wrestling, cultural dance, the news being read in Igbo. So it's going to be a very important occasion to the life of the Igbos here. And I'm urging the Igbos here to please come and join your brothers in celebrating, in showcasing your culture.
Have we also thrown an invitation at least to the Kemente, some of our councillors there, so that they can know that they are free to come?
Of course,
like the mayor of Southeast.
Of course, we have sent a delegate who will go and
invite them to be part of, so they can
even the Nigerian ambassador here.
All right, this is very important, so they can know that we are doing this event.
Exactly. All of them are going to be there
Wow,
on that very
this
day.
is awesome. So if you have heard this announcement, please just make sure that you book that day, 31st August of 2019. Book it up, Egoli 9 from 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. You begin to come. So it's first come, first serve.
Yeah, first come, first serve.
Exactly.
We're gonna have rice and stew, very plenty.
And more importantly, this year's occasion is a kind of unique occasion because of what a lot of Igbo associations in the Netherlands are participating in this festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the first time we're gonna do it like that.
Joint Igbo Association.
Yeah.
Joint Igbo Association Iriji.
Yeah,
because
normally
it's only Igbo Union that do
it.
it. Now we have more than 11 associations
joined
together.
So
that's why we call it Joint Igbo Association Iriji.
Yes. So what more do you think we have to know regarding this festival, this Iriji?
Iriji culture, there are a lot of things that comes out of it, like in terms of unity. It brings about unity. Even in Igbo land, during the festival of Iriji, many land disputes, they seize that very moment after the ceremony to settle it.
Wow, that's good.
You understand me? Yeah. Because people from far and wide, wherever you are, have to come back for it.
Okay.
So here in Netherlands is an avenue also for us, because Igbo Union normally single-handedly do it.
Yeah.
But this time around, you see the unity.
Yes.
Now is about 11 associations or more. So that unity is there.
Yes.
So Iriji New Yam Festival is all about unity, and that's what it represents in the life of Igbo people. So that's it.
How did you get to be involved in this whole thing? I mean, who passed this whole history back to you? Is it your father or the elders?
Yes.
In the community.
Yes.
And what are you doing to pass it over as well?
I have a wife. I have children. I think there is one idiom, proverb in Igbo land that says, "Ne wina tabala," which means when a he-goat is chewing food in his jaw.
Newi is not he-goat. The female goat.
Yes. Yeah.
When he's chewing something.
Yeah. The children.
They are looking.
Learning.
Yes.
Yeah, they are learning.
Okay.
So I grew up, and I saw the elders of my community. I saw my father. Though my father was a Christian, he's an ardent Christian. My immediate senior brother is a priest of God.
Okay.
So I saw them performing this very ceremony, this very festival annually. And there is one man from my kindred that is a pagan. So whenever this very festival came up, he used to perform all the rituals as a pagan, and he's an also titled man. So I used to see him doing all these things, and he's an Ichie in my town. So practically I learned it from the elders of my community.
Because you have interest.
Yeah, I do. I like to ask questions.
Do we still have young people who have interest, to preserve the culture?
Yes, of course.
I can only speak about myself, but I believe that there are young people today, even elderly people, who are worried about our culture, and they are looking away how it will be preserved.
Exactly. So
for
that's
the
what
generation
I mean. They are looking, because they are elderly people. But do we have the young ones who really would want the culture to be preserved? Do we have them?
Yes.
Yes, I believe we have many of them who are more cultural oriented.
Wow.
That we liked this very culture to be preserved, even for our unborn generations.
Yeah.
Because I know that some young folks are not interested in these rituals, but they are very interested in, they are celebrating the new yam. Just go and get yam and then join and celebrate. But this thing you gave, many of them don't know about it.
I think you are partially right, because it depends on family background.
Exactly.
It depends on family background. It depends on how you are raised.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah.
If you are doing something, or you always call your son close to see what you are doing, he will always pick it into his head. You understand me? That's one good thing about it. And I am good in asking questions when I was young. So when I see the elders doing certain things, I go close and ask them questions. They know me for that. So at times, because of my curiosity, when they want to avoid my questioning, they call me to come. They sit me down. I'll be watching them.
Okay, so you've been opportune to see some cheese.
Of course.
How does the chi look like, really?
You mean
the chi? Because we know, because when we
it's just like
read this man's book, Things Fall Apart. You get to know about some chi. You read about some chi. But having seen, I have not seen any chi. I've not even seen any chi that I would like to see. Which I would like to see and challenge that chi.
Believe in me, Apostle Helen, if you see it, you'll be surprised. If you see, you will be surprised.
Really?
She is just it's a smaller god to the main god. So if you don't see God, you cannot see chi. Yes, you cannot see chi. If you don't see God, it is presumed that chi is their god. So when you don't see the real God, you cannot see the chi. So that is what we presume.
We all are chi now.
No.
Because
You
God
cannot.
made us to be chi.
You cannot be chi.
Are you disagreeing with me? No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay. May I come in at this juncture? Please, Apostle Helen.
We are small gods. Because the Bible says that we are made.
Exactly.
We are made
in His own image.
The image of God, and we are small gods.
Of course, but I want to cite an example.
Okay.
Most of us who were opportune to be Catholic or Anglican, Dominion, we always have this crucifix. So if the church could make a crucifix and say this is their God, this is the image of God, it's the same way all these ancient people believe that any object or symbol they carve in a particular shape is their chi. So you cannot dispute that. It is a logic. Yeah. So that's the way I see it. But in order to fulfill all righteousness, let's not go deep into that, because what we are deliberating here is the New Yam Festival.
And the because I'm so interested about the way you narrated it, how they will bring their cutleries and their hoes and they present to the chief.
You are diversifying the whole issue to African traditional.
They present to the chief.
No.
Now, my last question is: this chi, is it just a carved wood you are calling the chi, or is it a human being in a smaller version?
I've told you, it's just like a crucifix.
Oh, really?
It's just like crucifix from the church, Roman Catholic Church, Anglican Dominion. So it's just like that. So let's just see it that way.
Exactly. So these were just like little idols in the family.
It's just a medium. It's just a medium of when you sacrifice to that chi, then he will carry your request to the supreme God.
Yeah.
This is demonical.
This is just like crucifix, a symbol that represents God by those who have faith in Him.
You don't need to sacrifice anything. Oh, now I know why my father was not. You know, my father. He's
they sacrifice
the Royal Highness. My father.
Really?
Oh yes.
The sacrifice.
Then your father might have taught you a lot of things.
No. One of my community. He never, because My father, when he was mounting the
She's
throne,
a woman.
he told them he was not going to do any ritual. He was not going to pour any libation. My father told my community, and because it's something hereditary, my father said they allowed him. Because my father wanted his brother from the other side to be the one to take up. But they said no, he is the one, because the senior brother was not a legitimate. The mother was not legitimately married by my
by your father.
By my grandpa, who was chief.
Okay.
So to mount the throne, you must be the wife. You must be a son from a legitimate wife.
Yeah, okay. I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
So my father gave my community all of the conditions. If I'm going to come and rule you, I can't pour libation, I can't worship your God, because I have my own God. I have everything.
But somebody has to do it for him as a king.
Because he's a Christian.
Somebody has to do it for him.
He's a Christian. Somebody has to do it for him.
Somebody has to be doing all those things for him.
Yeah.
So far, he's a king. Somebody has to
do all
those rituals for him.
Well, he abolished it in my community.
As a king, it's possible.
No, he abolished it.
Because king is #1 citizen of every.
He destroyed most of their idol. He destroyed most of their idol. And they said within 7 days his children were going to die, and none of us
died.
So he was presenting Bible to all the shrines. He made my people know that there's no other God apart from the God of Israel. You know, the God who is the Chukwu. That's the only God we have. Well, let's forget about this history we are tracing. But the fact is that the Iriji ceremony is a very crucial event for the Igbo man.
Yes.
So with that, if an Igbo man doesn't celebrate Iriji, does he now become lesser an Igbo?
No. No, but it's very significant for you to celebrate it. It doesn't make you not to be an Igbo, but it's a very significant aspect of Igbo life.
Are we passing also this event to our children? Are we preparing the younger generation on how to take over?
It's just why not? You don't even need to pass it to them, because it's just like when you are growing up, you say that you don't know how to speak Igbo language when you are in the midst of Igbos.
Exactly.
So you understand me? When you are in the midst of Igbos, you learn it naturally. Because
not
you are
Igbo, you learn the language.
Yes, the Igbo language. When you are born in the midst of the Igbos, it comes naturally.
Yeah.
So, and you see it being celebrated every year and all this thing. So you have to partake in it. So that's how I see it.
So look into the camera and please invite the people again for this occasion.
Okay. I'm using this very platform to invite all the people in Netherlands, any part of Europe where you are, to please attend our New Yam Festival coming up on 31st of August 2019 at Egoli 9. Event starts by 2 p.m. in the afternoon and closed by 12 p.m. midnight. After that, merriment continues till down. So come you, come all.
Yes.
Thank you very much. God bless you as you do.
Thank you so much. Okay, Chief Owa, is there anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, you have said it all. Said it all. So you have invited everybody. So everybody should be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, those of you who have been listening to us, this is the information we have for today. And I believe that you've really just known a little about the Igbo people. We are very unique, we are very peculiar. As a matter of fact, I believe that God, I mean, the Igbo people are especially beloved of the Lord. So we are God's own people.
Exactly.
We are God's own people. So
exactly.
When you come to Nigeria, you've not visited Igbo land, you've not yet reached. So make sure that you come and participate with us in this this ceremony that is coming up on the 31st of August at Egoli. So come with your family and come and share in this joy. So once again, I want to thank you, Chief Nnamdi Ukuzo, the Ozo Tunokofia. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you very much.
I thank you, Chief Ransom Ezike, the Onwa Agwata One. Thank you for being with us.
You are welcome.
We hope that we can have many more good topics that can educate and impact those in the diaspora to getting to know more about our culture. That would be very, very nice for us from time to time to come up in a platform like this to discuss them. Is that okay?
Of course.
Thank you for coming. And those of you who have watched us, remember this has come live on Majesty Christian Television Network, and we look forward to have it to you watching us more and more from any device you use. We want to say thank you for allowing us to be in your home or in any of your devices. We look forward to seeing you again by this time next week. Stay blessed and bye for now.